welcome back. There's 9 save panels here.
Oh, is that what that is? 9 save panels?
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, they do look like save panels. I thought it was just like a 9-paneled window with red light coming through. But yeah, you did technically save.
You ready to enter?
Let's do it.
James!
Oh boy.
Leave her alone. Leave us both the hell alone.
What the hell is on the side? That's Pyramid Head.
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore.
What, there's multiple Pyramid Heads?
How many were standing up there with Maria?
I don't know.
You didn't even watch?
I did watch.
Oh my god. How many people has James killed?
Now 2.
What is Pyramid Head?
I don't...
Symbolically, what is he?
Oh, his victims?
Maria's up there. We fought Eddie, and we killed him.
Yes.
I don't think Pyramid Head is a victim. If he were a victim...
Oh, it's James? I don't know, I don't know.
Okay.
Wow, 2 Pyramid Heads.
I'm only gonna kill one.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't take damage. Oh, never mind.
I'm trying to figure out why he pulled out his pike.
How are you keeping track of the one you're attacking?
I'm watching him.
Okay. That's impressive. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Alright. Got a scarlet egg
Haha.
and a rust-colored egg. So the rust-colored egg over here and the scarlet one here. Which door are we taking?
Oh my god.
Because this was your playthrough.
Yeah. Oh jeez. Let's. Oh my god. Oh, I want to do the red egg, the scarlet egg.
You want the scarlet egg?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want, James? Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already. Look at me. I'm disgusting. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. It'd be easier if they just killed me. But I guess the hospital's making a nice profit off of me. Why are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James. Wait. Please. Don't go. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not gonna die. Help me.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
There's a flashback.
Yeah. Okay, they're giving you a lot of stuff all of a sudden.
Shape forces the mind. And the mind forces shape. Just like in this town. Okay, we're outside. Everything's rusted over. It's raining.
Yeah.
We're finally ascending for once, as opposed to
Descending.
going down dark sets of stairs. So that's something. Managed to get back like all the way here, starting with 1 health drink today for the recording session.
Yes, you did. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it too. Oh. Oh my god.
Mary? I've missed you so much.
I've missed you too. We can finally be together. Forever.
No.
James. Honey. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I know you tried,
James, please.
but she's gone. I know that now,
Stop it.
and I can't just keep pretending.
Shut up!
Oh, it's Maria.
What do you want? Do you even know anymore? I'm yours. I'm here for you. So what if I'm not her? I can give you what she never could. I can be better than her. What else do you want me to be? What else can I be?
She's his fantasy.
Yeah.
I am so sorry, Maria. I really am. But this has to stop. It's time to let it go.
He's got to let go of his fantasy version of Mary.
Yeah.
How's he gonna do that? In
Oh, he
Silent
has to
Hill.
kill her. Oh, jeez. Okay.
What?
I won't let you do this to me. I won't let you go. I can't!
Have you ever had an invisible friend you depended on?
An invisible friend I depended on, you said?
As a kid. Because that's what we gotta let go of. She's in a bed frame.
Yeah. Interesting. Is this easier on this mode?
Much. 3 phases.
What?
3 phases to that fight.
Yeah.
Mary.
Hey, handsome.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I told you. I wanted the pain to end.
Yeah. You did. But that's not why I did it. The truth is, I hated you. I wanted you out of the way. I wanted my life back.
If that's true, then why do you look so sad?
Mary.
It's okay, James. Here.
What is this?
It's what you've been looking for. In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait. Wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know, I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved. Especially you. That's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon. So that you remember me for who I was. And not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live. For yourself. And for others. Like you did for me. James. You made me happy.
So what'd you think about this?
It's not as black and white. It's not as black and white. It's not... I know I was
It's not.
quick to call James a bad guy, but it's clear that, like, they probably talked about ending it for Mary earlier. And he probably light, standard, challenge, total playing time. This is
Yeah, the most of this is CrystalEos' playthrough.
Yeah.
These were your main stats.
Okay. There's a second page. Total enemies killed by shootings. Total damage. Favorite weapon, steel pipe. Number of shots fired, windows destroyed. Healing items, number of dodges performed. Okay, I like that. Wait, why'd it cut off?
Because I hit X.
Oh, why'd you do that? The music was so great.
It's so copyright too.
Oh, okay. Okay, wow. Yeah, so here's the way that I perceived their final moments was that he probably, took her life because, I mean, it was something that they discussed, but he clearly resented her.
I don't think they discussed it.
But she said, like, that she wanted it all to end. But he confessed that he did it because he was resenting her.
Yeah, that's him seeing her in Silent Hill after he killed her.
Yeah.
That wasn't a flashback.
Okay.
He never told her any of that. He just killed her. Like, she got to go home for a short stay.
And he
ended her life.
Yikes.
Because he couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take her sickness. He probably couldn't take himself. He couldn't take their marriage. All the lashing out she was doing to him that you heard in that long hallway.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine that probably, like, really wore him down. And I mean, you don't kill somebody over that.
No, of course not.
You know, that's just why he did it. And you have all of these enemies walking around like nurses that are really like dressed in like slutty clothing.
Yeah.
You know that represents exactly what he was looking at while he was in the hospital with Mary every single day, watching other women walking around.
Yeah. When he said he wanted his life back,
like, why does nothing have a face? He doesn't give a shit, right? He's lusting after the body.
And so the mannequins are kind of just like the ideation.
Yeah, the mannequins are part of the fantasy.
Yeah.
But they're also part of his guilt, which is why they attack him.
Yeah.
And Pyramid Head represents his desire to be punished for what he did. And Pyramid Head kind of has two symbols. Like it could also
James.
be it. Yeah, Pyramid Head is like a part of James, which is why the first time you encounter Pyramid Head, he's like molesting and groping the mannequins and like killing them and like brutalizing them.
I see.
And when I do my
commentary
playthrough of this, that we'll do together, I will show that the first time you encounter Pyramid Head in the real world, like in the Woodside Apartments, you hide in that closet. But when you go to Blue Creek Apartments, like the mirror world, the other world, you can see that Pyramid Head busted out of that same closet, like on the other side, as if looking into a mirror. That James sees some part of him in Pyramid Head, or Pyramid Head is a manifestation of something inside him that wants to punish him, to kill himself, essentially.
So
and
the thing that I'm thinking of right now is that we have James, we have Eddie, and Angela, and all three of them were very much suffering, but they all three did something really, really terrible as a result of it.
they all murdered somebody.
They all murdered someone.
Angela murdered her father, possibly her mother, we don't know. I suspect the knife that she had was the one that she used to make those puncture wounds on his neck, which were talked about in the newspaper.
Yeah.
So, and then Eddie murdered somebody, and James killed two people. He killed Mary, and then he killed Eddie, which, I think Pyramid Head represents his guilt for killing, because suddenly there's two Pyramid Heads after your fight with Eddie.
Yeah.
And I don't think Maria is a real character.
No, she's not. She's clearly not real.
She is a doppelganger. She's a fantasy of what he wanted Mary to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are a bunch of different things that impact your ending. There are 8 endings to this game. We got the leave ending where James gets to leave Silent Hill. But Mary was not killed 3 years ago. She was killed within a few days of this all happening.
Yeah. So he clearly lost
the freaky thing is, and this isn't spoilers necessarily because we played all this, so I can say this now.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Is that her body is in the backseat of your car from the very start of the game.
Oh.
He intended to bury her in the woods. And I think he also was probably intending either to kill himself. I'd like to think that he was going to turn himself in. But I do think he came to Silent Hill to bury her and then kill himself.
Oh, wow.
But Silent Hill is kind of interesting. So the town called James, and you're constantly seeing flashbacks to old puzzles from the second game. And every single body that you encounter in Silent Hill is James having failed this loop that he's constantly repeating. We succeeded this time in getting out of Silent Hill, right? But all the bodies that you see killed by Eddie, killed by monsters, the bodies that you see in the street lying around when you pick up notes, those are James's body. So James is living kind of like you described it as like a purgatory.
Wait, so is he dead?
He's in possibly, but it's hard to say.
That's what
in this reality, like with loop theory, like you're constantly repeating something right until you succeed. He's constantly being sent back to checkpoints. So it's kind of like a game. It's like a video game.
Yeah, that's why the game. That's why I kept calling it like you're like in this weird like the purgatory, very liminal space where reality is not what it seems.
Yeah, it's really hard to see Mary's body in his car. You have to up your like TV or PC's brightness settings in order to see her laying back there.
The other thing, we did pass by James's grave. We did see that.
Yeah, that seeing his grave, and it's also possible if you don't want to go with the loop theory, seeing the other bodies that look like James and seeing his grave in Silent Hill represent his desire to kill himself.
We had to jump into the grave to progress.
So, he is having those kinds of thoughts at this point because he obviously can't, like, his mind shattered once he killed Mary.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where, throughout this game that you're playing, like, what you're seeing through Silent Hill's eyes and James' eyes, that he, he's like forgotten what he did in a way, or repressed it.
That was phenomenal. What a it's a wonderful concept game.
It's amazing psychological horror.
Yes.
And that's what makes it so frightening, is at the end you start to go back over everything. You're like, oh, all that white cloth draped over everything that's obstructing James is the same white cloth obstructing him from getting to Mary, like, in a sexual way. Like, he's a very sexually repressed man. Because the 3 years, that information that he's getting is when Mary was initially diagnosed. So that's basically when she died for him. That's why he keeps going back to that, is he lost his wife as soon as she was diagnosed with that, and he lost physical contact with her, and his life was destroyed essentially. So he views her as having actually died 3 years ago, even though he had to watch her die and gradually turn into what she calls herself, a monster.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of the monsters in Mannequin's face models, if you look really closely, all the mannequins look like her.
Yeah, they do. The nurses in particular.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, like, the nurses don't have a face, like, for like two different reasons. Their faces are actually covered in cloth,
right?
Which is just a projection of what he did to Mary by smothering her with a pillow,
right? And
their faces are also covered because it represents, like, the sexual, like, frustration that he's fixated on the body. And then the mannequins, where they're sewn, it's 2 pairs of legs sewn at the torso,
right? Which
is just like a really abstract, like, sexual kind of, like, I don't know, projection of legs or something, because that's all he's seeing.
He's a leg man.
Yeah, clearly. And a lot of the nurses are wearing high heels.
Yeah.
Some are not wearing shoes
They're
at all.
in, like, the Halloween skinky costume.
Exactly. So it's his fantasy of the nurses that are constantly tending to Mary.
Yeah.
And stuff. So it's not explicitly said, but there's things that you kind of have to piece through.
Right.
In this. So it's really fascinating stuff. And I'll point out a bunch of things and symbolisms when we go through this again. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be, but hopefully you've enjoyed this journey with us.
I sure have.
It's a phenomenal experience. Encourage you to go out and try it for yourself. But yeah, more fun things to come from Sun and Eos.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was phenomenal. That game, oh my gosh, that was beaual. That was brilliant.
We might touch on we might play the original.
That would be amazing.
Because you understand have some context for some of those deja vu moments. And the thing is, like, they loop those deja vu things in, is kind of confirming or hinting at the loop theory just a little bit. It's a little bit of fan service too, but it's the fact that James has been there and solved puzzles that appeared slightly different in that timeline to him than they appear now. But they're the same kinds of puzzles. You see, like, little broken figurines of those princesses all around the hotel, as if you've been there before.
What I'm now so curious to know is all the little decisions I made, if I had changed them.
They don't. The thing is, like, they add up over time, but it's a combination of things. So you actually got an ending I did not expect based on some of the decisions that you made.
Really?
Yes. The thing is, like, ideally you want to choose all the rotten stuff because that shows that you're not fantasizing about Maria. You chose a ripe apple and you chose a scarlet egg over the rusted and, like, discolored. You chose, it's essentially choosing a, like, pristine Maria over a rotting Mary.
Yeah.
That's what all that represents. And depending on what door you go through at the end, if you go through the rotten Pyramid Head's rotten egg door or the scarlet egg, like, that impacts your ending too. But I thought you were going to get a different one. But,
what ending did you think I was going to get?
Well, I don't want to say.
Okay,
you can explore those on your own time.
Okay.
But yeah, next time with Sun and Eos Gaming. My God, this was a great journey.
Yeah, this was fantastic. I'm glad that you helmed it at the end too. It's like you took the reins and ended the game.
Yeah, a few episodes ago, CrystalEos ended the abstract daddy fight with 1 health drink, and we were like,
Yep.
oh god, are we going to be able to finish this?
Yeah, no, we
So,
needed to.
but thankfully we were able to.
We did. We got through it.
To salvage that situation.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, next time on Sun and Eos.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.